Okay, so are we officially starting now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, Predator Badlands, guys. Holy shit. Did they fucking deliver?
They delivered and made sure that the plot wasn't given out, unlike most trailers nowadays.
Oh no, and it was also like it gave you just enough so where you're interested in it. But we're
Mhm.
gonna
Wait.
we're gonna go through the video pace by pace. I cut it into sections to talk about.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Oh,
I kind of want to talk about some things that we didn't see in the trailer. Like
Uh-huh.
so far, this was early, way back when they said, "Hey, Ailing Fanning's going to play two characters in the movie. She's going to be playing two sisters as twins. One of them being raised in a lab, which now that I'm guessing, based on what we see, she's an android." And we haven't seen the other one. I'm not too sure if she's still technically in it, and she might be. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with her.
Yeah.
But we only
you
see one of her in the trailer.
you know what would be the ultimate thing they did that
Hmm.
for, like, I guess theoretical twin sisters is if one of the more military people that are hunting down the predator is the sister.
Or she's working as a Wayland Yutani assistant or something, like a
Yeah,
higher
just
up.
someone on the bad side of things.
Yeah. Um. Okay.
Because then
What?
you can see two sisters duking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Hmm. I mean, that was kind of like the only one to talk about. Hang on. I think I remember pulling up some other stuff. Let me go grab them real quick. Okay. One thing that I love someone theorizing is the crest on this new Yautja Predator's head? How the Predlocks are giving a very Mohawk like appeal?
I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking Mohawk. I was thinking
Like
of
slick back Mohawk.
Killmonger.
No, it is not Killmonger. Shame on you for trying to bring that in. Nobody likes the Killmonger hairstyle anymore. It's overplayed.
I know. That's why when I first saw it, I'm like, okay. Two things popped in my head when I first saw the face
Mm-hmm.
of Deck, the new Predator.
Yeah.
Um, was look how expressive he is, and look at his facial expressions. Like there's micro facial expressions there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
His
yeah.
design is very reminiscent of the regular jungle predator. And two, why are the dreadlocks right at his forehead?
Well, actually, there's a reason behind that. Possibly, someone pointed it
Uh-huh.
out. Um. Okay, I got enough juice on this phone. Anyways, someone posted a video saying shots of the new young Yautja design from Predator Badlands, and then someone tagged and commented saying, "Wait, so are they implying that Yautja's face shield, which they're calling the crest, become larger as they mature, and that's why its hairline is so human-like? Because that's pretty cool, actually. So it's like more up front, and when they get older, the head crest goes backwards, and then you get more of the dreadlocks from the sides. So they're thinking, is that possibly the reason for that? Which we don't know much about the Predator, but holy shit, that's an actually good theory. If so,
Well,
That
yeah,
that is.
because
Hold on.
it. Oh,
oh,
Oh no, no, no.
oh,
Oh. I'm sorry. I was gonna let you talk. I didn't mean to say hold on.
oh, great. Oh, well, it would make more sense theoretically for the crust to, I guess, get larger and more pronounced the older they get, because if you look at older predators, their crests are a lot more detailed and defined in general compared to some of the younger ones.
yeah.
Because, like, if you, I guess a slight example would be the jungle predator versus a wolf, I think. Wolf's is a lot
Ooh.
more rigid and spiky, while jungle predators is definitely a lot more rounded and smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth.
I mean,
And
honestly,
then
I like that theory, and it kind of holds a little bit of weight. A little bit of weight.
just a little bit,
Just a little bit.
Also,
just a little
also,
bit.
also, it would help explain the
Yeah.
I don't know if I
I
could.
think I know what you're thinking, and I agree wholeheartedly.
She didn't even finish the sentence. How do you even know? You mind reader?
I thought about it earlier.
I will say it.
What is this psychic bullshit?
I thought about it at work. I was like, that would make a lot more sense.
What is happening?
It would make a lot more sense, right?
What is this sharing of brain cells going on here?
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
It would
A motherly thing that happens.
It would explain giving birth a lot more easier rather than just like the head crest getting in the way.
It's the equivalent of babies having a soft spot when you're born.
Oh my god.
Or like
Yautja equivalent.
Or like
if not having a whole crest when you're born.
Or also like, the horse equivalent, how they have those horse caps, the little feet caps when baby horses are born. So the hooves don't damage the insides. Kinda like that. Yeah. I was thinking about that all day. You shared Nomad. You shared the trailer right before my class started, and I was like, "Oh, how dare you!"
You shared that the second my work shift started.
I'm sorry, it happened as soon as I entered my college classroom. So,
well,
we were all kind of fucked from the beginning.
I did watch it real quickly. I didn't speed it up, or I had enough time. I was like, "How dare you!" But
hang on, wait. Are you going to talk about the trailer itself? Because, again, we're going to do the section talk part.
I just say I'm a prophet.
Yeah, you're a prophet?
I'm a prophet.
I was more of a prophet than you were a prophet.
No,
because
hang on.
I'm gonna explain why when we get into it. But is there anything else anyone wants to talk about before we jump into the trailer talk?
I am really, really curious about some things.
Okay. You want to share it with the class, or you want to wait till we get there?
I think we'll wait till we get there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have points I would love to talk about, but it's gonna have to wait till we actually see these parts of the trailer.
Yep. And I have it pulled up on my phone, so we're gonna talk about it. So if you guys can remember it, by all means, try to remember it. But if you want to pull it up on your phones, let's talk about it.
I am ready.
Okay. So, the very first scene, we are introduced to the Bones trophy room, which I gotta say, excellent start. First off, amazing first start. We're laying into it, and couple things on this wall. One, there's a fucking xenomorph on the top left, on the middle of the screen. It's just the front. That. I think it's the xenomorph, or it's the river monster. It's one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's a xenomorph-esque skull.
Yeah, and then in the smack dab middle, we have the alien skull from Independence Day, which is wild to say. That's crazy that they're in the same universe. It's just you know what we gotta do for the next Prayer movie? We should just add another alien into the mix. Yeah, the Independence Day aliens. Let's just do that. That would be awesome to see, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And then
we got a bunch of other skulls. We got a gorilla. We got I don't know what that small Bugs Bunny looking skull at the bottom left. At the bottom right, I don't even know what that is. Then we got this giant skull. I really want to say it's a engineer, but that's not even close.
No. I want to say the one above the human skull might be a Neanderthal of sorts, given it's a little longer.
Maybe. On the far right,
I don't know.
Continue. Sorry.
I don't know who the middle top right is, though. Someone with, I guess, jaws for days, though.
Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. That's a gorilla, apparently. Someone said it's a gorilla or something. Maybe a white ape from John Carter, I think it was.
John. Maybe. That would be a crazy reference.
Was it called John Carter?
John Carter.
Okay, I was right. Cool. Crazy. We got a dinosaur on the right. That's maybe calling back to Jurassic Park. I don't know.
Or
just the prehistoric times in general.
Prehistoric times. Yeah.
Not Jurassic
Everyone-
Park necessarily.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of Jurassic Park movies. There's like one yesteryear, and then there's one coming out this year, I think.
in July.
Yeah. So, good reference.
Yeah, good reference. I will say, the human-looking skull above the regular skull with the spine, that is not a Neanderthal skull. For physical anthropology, we did have to like look at plasters of actual Neanderthal skulls, or what we deemed as Neanderthals.
So you found your ancestors?
I found yours,
Ah.
but okay, so that is way too big. If anything, I would hearken that maybe it's a callback to the Nephilim or the giants
Ooh.
of humanity.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and there's a possibility. Imagine that the one skull that's right below the Independence Day one, the one that looked like a rabbit. Imagine if that's just a callback to that one, like Usagi, that rabbit samurai from TMNT.
Mm.
Oh no.
I am curious about the bull that's shown up front.
Yeah, which is the next scene coming up, which is he's pulling out a mask, and I'm not sure if it's like a ceremonial thing or like to clean the mask, but regardless, that was a pretty cool scene where he's the Yautja main character is pulling out his mask out of a sand bowl, and I'm like, I don't know why, but that had aura behind it. That was pretty cool.
It has aura.
Well, like
yeah.
imagine that, like that's a ceremonial kind of shit.
I don't think it's ceremonial.
Oh, what? You think it's like putting like a phone in like a rice bag?
No, but that's hilarious. I think it's more so towards storage and containment of previous users' masks, probably.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Not less, more so, I guess it's for cleaning, but they get the way that it's presented in the middle of the room, which holds some significant importance when you look at all the trophies, and there's a skull right next on like the cusp of the bowl,
Which we could not see.
huh?
We can't get a good look at that skull.
I don't know. I got a good look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you could take a guess, but like I look down like seashell. That's the best I got. It's not even a skull; it's a seashell.
It's a seashell. If anything, it seems as though this might not even be Deck's own mask. It was probably. It feels like it could have been maybe a family member's mask, but the way he just like picks it up.
Oh, which is another thing I found. Are you guys ready for this spoiler?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so apparently, our boy Deck DEK, is a hunter trying to become the hero in an. Yeah, he's just trying to become the hero, but he's also a rogue predator who's been disgraced from the clan.
That's
Oh man.
super familiar.
I know, right? Very familiar. Where could they have got that from?
I wonder.
Where could they have gotten that? Someone was on a meeting.
Sounds like.
I mean, there's Scarface. There's Nomad. Who else is there? There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
We are in the age and domain to where content creators who make stuff for fandoms are now working within the movie industry.
Yeah, I better get paid then.
You better get paid.
I want my bag, Dan.
You want your
Oh my
bag.
god.
Like anything
But please, Dan,
related.
for the next Predator movie, add me.
Oh wow. That
Nomad as a
great.
background character.
Hey,
everyone has a
hey,
background character.
Just imagine what Nomad would look like live action.
Oh
Nomad just
my
hammering
God.
away at something in the background. You will never know what it is.
But then you have like human Nomad being a driver. Having
You don't want me as a driver. Knowing my history,
No.
you don't want me as a driver.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, that was a wild take, by the way, Queen. Wild. Crazy.
I feel like as a cab driver, I feel like
any driver shouldn't. You should not trust me with your life as a car driver.
Well, it was that or saying that you were gonna mow grass.
Okay, so we're moving on.
Oh.
Okay, so apparently I was fucking wrong. Like, remember when I said, "Hey, you know that hooded figure in like the teaser pictures that everyone was talking about, like saying that's the Predator, that's the Predator." I'm like, that's not the fucking Predator. He's too skinny. That's got to be Ellie Fanning. No, that's the Predator.
He's just a youngins.
That's him. He's just
the
skinny.
youngins.
He's just all skin and bones.
He's just a youngins. It's fine.
Oh, he's just a tiny little thing.
He's just a skinny little baby. I assume. Oh, next scene. We're on this like grass field kind of stuff, and then a vehicle passes by. That's apparently
grass.
I don't know what that is. It looks like grass.
That ain't no fucking grass. That's like a salt field, if anything.
I don't know. It's fuzzy. Okay.
No, yeah, that seems like a condensed salt flat.
All right. Well,
I should know. I live in the area.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You live in the salt mines. I forgot. Anyway,
I pass by them when I go to Yautja.
Anyways, so he goes by
Salt
on his
field.
bike. So we're gonna see a scene with that in the movie eventually that I know of. But I really, really, really hope that's like the Razor bike from NECA. Like, there's this bike that the Predators had in NECA that just absolutely looks scary to use. And apparently it pins people with the blades up front. So I hope,
great.
I really hope we see that.
You get stabbed goblin style.
Oh,
from,
yeah, it is like that.
Great. Awesome.
Awesome.
I will say, I am in love with the landscape, though.
Oh my god.
Absolutely in love with it.
If there's one thing that Dan can do is make an atmosphere look beautiful.
Oh yeah, because even though the whole sand landscape, when it zooms out to see more of it in these jagged, rocky cliff edges, it's desaturated, but just enough to still look very beautiful.
Yeah.
It gives enough to know that this is a dead wasteland for the most part.
Oh yeah, there's like nothing supposed to live here except for the strong.
Oh yeah.
Except for the
Like, this is a place I'd expect a bunch of bugs at least to live in. But like nothing mammalian would live here.
Okay, so
reptiles.
do you got one, Queen? Do you got something to say?
Hold on, collecting thoughts for a quick second. Because I do have some things to say.
About the landscape.
Not just about the landscape, but also about the speeder itself.
Okay, go on.
So, I think this is the first time officially we've ever been given a vehicle in film.
Well,
Which is
not technically.
not technically.
Like we've had ships. We've had
ships,
we had drop pods.
but not like an actual
Mobile
mode of
yeah,
transportation.
Yeah.
This could okay, so again, anthropology nerd here. So transportation and use of technology can show the advancement of a species, especially when it's like used in this setting. So, but since we haven't seen it before, we can't tell how old using transportation like this is. But it's kind of interesting to see that, yeah, he's like a rogue and disgrace, but he still had this on hand. This is probably, the speeder is probably not anything that unique. It is probably given to those who are old enough, which means that there is a Yautja DMV.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It definitely is a marketplace kind of thing, and then like people sometimes crash into the other people's markets if they're not careful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Well, so I am interested if it is kind of powered like how the ships are, especially since it's just like hovering. I
Maybe.
am, yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna show this being used and like how there's some scientific theories about how UFOs can fly using magnetism, even if it's just like a little bit off the ground. Hopefully, like I don't want to jinx it, but I want to see him crash and just us looking at the engine.
Just absolutely eat shit.
Oh no.
Let him like look back real second and just fucking
Tree.
decks the whole thing.
It's like, well, I gotta walk now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's possibly
Time to
why
walk.
later in this trailer we just see him walking around and shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay. Next scene. This proved my theory correct. Because guess what? He starts pulling out all of his shit. He starts pulling out the med packs. Or like the backpack. He pulls out the net balls. Which I'm pretty sure those are the net balls. Then he pulls out
Those
a
have
bow
to be.
and arrow. He pulls out a combi stick. We already know he has a sword. But the med pack is exactly the one that Farrell had. And not to mention, his fucking gauntlet looks the same. This man is from the Feral Predators clan. 100%. I fully believe it. This has to be.
I wouldn't say
At least a
Maybe.
more evolved form of that clan.
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah. Or like a mix of different clans, given his facial structure compared to Farrell's.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Not all clan members look the same. Good example, a great example being either the Super Predators, because Falconer looked a lot more different compared to, say, Mr. Black or Tracker. But we also have the Lost Tribe clan. With we have Scout. Scout looked like a bulldog compared to everyone else.
That is true. I would throw out the thought of like maybe this is antiques compared to what quote unquote modern day Yautjas are using for hunting.
What? So you're like saying, okay, because you're exiled, you get the shitty shit?
Yeah.
I mean,
Why would
maybe.
they give him?
Or he just took what he could find and ran with it.
Maybe. That's
Yeah.
maybe.
That's probably why he also got that mask because imagine he just like quickly raided like an area to where he was like, okay, I gotta grab some shit. Damn it, all these are so old. Oh well.
Man, that kind of sucks because now they're like saying, yeah, you know Feral from Prey, that badass predator who like had all this cool shit? Yeah, he's an antique and his equipment is now considered chic in comparison.
I mean,
Yeah.
we all saw the scene where he fired the arrow and it just literally killed him
Yeah.
without second thought.
Yeah, well, I personally love the theory that possibly this is Farrell's clan, or at least a clan member, or what's left of it.
Mhm.
In the next scene, we see Anne Fanning's character finally, and guess what? She's an android. Fucking called it. I knew
Funny.
when
It had to have been.
someone said that when she was standing and her eyes went white as if she's having some sort of seizure, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a Wayland Yutani android. It has to be.
Except they took it a step further in this scene.
Oh yeah, no,
That ain't right.
no. It was in Alien Romulus with that one other guy. He did the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So that happened.
I am pretty excited for Elle Fanning to join this. I think she's a great actress. She's in like a lot of movies and like TV shows and everything. She has a great repertoire.
She was in The Greatness, wasn't it, or something like that? It was a show about
The-
like a Russian queen.
Yeah, Catherine the Great.
so.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's honestly how I am getting other friends into this because most of like AFAB friends are like fans of Elle Fanning, and I'm like, hey, she's starring in this. Watch it. I am curious not only about her character, but like what's her dynamic going to be with Deck and how they men got into contact with the. I'm looking at the scene now. Her being tied up like that, I think he put her there. That does not look like that was by choice, or she maybe just fell in there.
You already know there's going to be a lot of art of that.
I wasn't going to
Well,
say anything.
it's either he put her there, or as we've seen from Romulus, androids are heavily looked down upon.
Yeah,
So it
but
just
I mean,
could
like,
be people that doing that.
I mean, to that extent, I feel like that's just a little much, especially when now, in this next scene, especially, we have these bunch of humans just hunting down. Supposedly, they're going to be hunting down the predator. It's like they're sent to like specifically catch this guy, or at least maybe another one, which we will see in the next scene.
I mean, from the scene with all them swarming the one, I think that is our protagonist that's just kind of kneeling there. Mayhaps. It kind of looks like the same build, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I missed that one.
Which is like,
oh
yeah.
yeah, hang on, wait, let me
people?
Let me zoom in. Yep, that's him. That's him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's him.
It's like, man, you need 50 people for one guy.
I mean, hey,
50
we
people
all
for
know
one.
that
He's not even doing anything.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's a bunch of scenes where predators just keep on beating the odds of like. It's like that Mandalorian scene where it's like, we got you 5-1, and then the Mandalorian's like, I like those odds. It's exactly like that. The worst part is this fucking looks like Tatooine, especially the part where they're like, especially that part. So I'm like,
oh yeah,
great callback. Love it.
He's now in a target-rich environment.
And everyone's the target. The great thing about being surrounded is you can fire in each direction and hit someone eventually.
Fire at will. Okay.
I fired and I missed, and I fired and I missed.
I missed both times.
I took a nap. I woke back up.
Fired. Missed.
Yeah. Okay. We get a good look at the environment, especially being hostile, where the predator walks into like a literal field of landmine spike flowers.
They're based off of an actual type of seed, though.
Oh, really?
There's a seed on Earth that does this. There is.
That's scary.
A tree pod seed that does this. Once it falls from the tree, it's a ticking time bomb from then on.
What? It's like it's like nature's
It's like
grenade?
I think essentially because I think it's once it's at a certain dryness, it explodes. I don't think it's fatal, but it's like. Not like a splinter. It is embedded into your skin.
I feel bad for the poor ass squirrel who accidentally gets hit by that.
I feel bad for this Yautja.
Oh god.
Going through the same shit.
I mean,
right
like
now.
he doesn't seem to be like getting hit at all. He seems to be dodging them. Which, by the
That we
way,
know of.
I love the fact that this predator is going to be our protagonist. I think it's a good one. I think this character's design and expression is going to go a long way. If it wasn't expressionless, I would hope that to God that most of this movie, the Predator is having its mask on. Similar to the Mandalorian, you have to show the body language of its emotions.
Or like AVP, the first movie.
Yeah, with Scar. But like with this one, he's going to possibly have his mask off during the whole time, it seems. So we're going to have a lot of expressions to see, and I would love to see that. Love it.
I would love to see the panicked expression on his face as he runs.
Oh yeah, new
shit.
panic meme.
I love how you just look at the scene and you could like audibly, or you could definitely think he's thinking shit. The way that he's running and ducking.
You were running through nature's like arrow trap right there. There's a bunch of pink dust, which is probably a bunch of forest.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of spore dust, actually. I'd assume so. Because there's also a bunch of pink around there that's connected towards the bottom of some of these pods. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming it's either a parasitic spore on these in some sort of way, or it's just part of the spore in general. It does both shoot and spread spores. I'd assume it's got to be one or the other, but I'm a nerd for alien flora and fauna. I love it.
But
One day.
entering the next scene where we finally see our possible antagonist, where we not only get to see a good view of this antagonist, but we also get to see a good view of the vehicle, which I can say now is not the Razor bike that I was thinking of, or at least not this one.
It looks
Awesome. It looks pretty close. But also, this Predator, first Predator we have that has white dreadlocks. Let's appreciate that for one. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And two, this is definitely a shaman kind of Yautja. He got the horns, he's old, but he's also got he's very ceremonial with his strikes and how he walks.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we'll say, again, anthropology, shaman shouldn't actually be used in this sort of context, if anything.
Well, we're going to get to that. But continue.
It is, I will say, the armor and the blade that this character is wielding, that cannot be ceremonial. I don't think this honestly is a witch doctor part of a clan type of situation. I think this is an executor.
Maybe,
especially within the next couple of seconds. This is not our antagonist. This is a different Yautja, and yet it has the same blade, you see, and its arm is gone. It's chopped off.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that, and what I'm getting based on what has been shared through media and everything is that the reason why this Yautja is technically disgraced is because he's the only one who survived in this clan. Something tells me this guy that we're seeing is involved with killing most of his clan. And I think Jade just joined us.
Yes, I did.
We're talking about the new Predator.
Hi.
You want to be a part of it?
Sure.
Okay, hang on, wait. I gotta say something. If this fucking... I'm sorry, no offense to Allie Fanning, but if this bitch survives and she's a fucking android, I'm gonna be pissed. There's no reason the android should live. The android should obviously die first. But it should definitely be the android dies first, and then, if maybe, the Predator dies. But he should definitely survive.
Let him live.
Let him live.
Boy, live.
Let one of our boys live. You can't make a badass first character who's a protagonist die first. There's no way. That's bullshit. So, not only is our main character being hunted down by humans, but he's also being hunted down by predators. So, whatever this predator did, disgraceful or not, he's being hunted down for existing at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So, whatever had happened, he either fucked up so bad, or he saw something he should not have, and now he's paying the price for it.
I'm gonna go with option.
Also, what is this Lion King scene in the crystal, the crystal cave here?
I know, I was like, who did he just throw into the abyss?
What if that's Allie Fanning?
No, there's a sword. There's a sword falling from there as well.
Okay, so that was one of the clan members.
Yeah, you see it for brief few seconds of a sword.
Then
who did you throw, my guy?
Yeah, he fucking got yeeted.
It's not that deep.
Not that deep.
That's a big ass height. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm not saying the height. I'm saying you didn't have to throw him like that.
Well, maybe you did. You never know when you gotta throw somebody, huh?
Leave him to the most dramatic looking spike known to man to throw him off.
I mean, sometimes I want to punt Jade or Queen here, but I don't punt them off a cliff.
I'll punt you off a cliff.
You can try it, Shorty.
I don't know. With our collective might, we do average your height, and therefore, if I come up,
are you trying to form Muppet Man? Is that what you're trying to do? Just stack each other on top of each other's shoulders to meet my height?
My God.
If I were to punt you off a cliff, you'd just start rolling and you wouldn't stop.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
crazy. Bitch. Okay.
Oh no.
So next scene here, very Tatooine-ish,
Very.
by the way. It's like a mix of Tatooine, Star Wars, and a mix of Prey with the cave scene.
I was gonna say that's very reminiscent of Prey.
Yeah. I guess that's our protagonist. All of these are. It's crazy to me how much we're seeing of the Predator. This
A
first
day in the
teaser,
life.
first teaser trailer. For one, and I'm like, I'm loving it. But if I don't see one goddamn image of fucking Yautja Prime, I'm gonna lose my shit. You can't do this to me, man.
It's gonna be a hologram on a computer.
Oh, don't even. Please, God, don't even. Don't even bring that into existence. Okay,
I'd
next...
laugh if that happens.
Shut up. Shut it. Quiet you.
Shut it.
Next scene, we get Ali Fanning looking back. That's not gonna get drawn out of context.
I would say this is maybe when she's released from the binds, because it looks like a similar.
Or she got pushed down by one of the humans.
Well, look at the stuff behind her.
Yeah,
that looks mechanical.
Yeah, it looks like. I'm just gonna say it looks like something that the Wayland Yutani Corp. Oh yeah, by the way, the Wayland Yutani Corp is very much present in this film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're like Disney. They're buying everything.
Oh my god. They are. Oh my god. They are Disney. They are Disney. They are the Disney version of the Yautja and Alien Predator. Oh my god.
You know, everywhere, just like America when they find out your country has oil.
America.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, this could mean that, yeah, she was probably let go from the bindings of the branch. She was probably messed around with, like that. One of the humans. I would say this was probably a crash she just came out of.
Damn. That's all I gotta say about that.
Also, next thing, there's another Predator here.
Yeah. So there's another Predator in this scene.
Bulky.
Again, I think it might be multiple Predators hunting down our boy, which, fuck
Maybe
off,
because
he's
it
my
looks
son.
like it's our boy.
That's
Leave
our
him alone.
boy! I must save my boy!
Yeah, because the one on the bottom looks like our protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, also, someone mentioned this. What if this is his, like, first Shiva? I think it's called.
That would be crazy.
Because here's the thing. There is an image of the movie poster, right? And guess what it says? Yeah. It says, first hunt, last chance. That's very Chiva.
Oh, yeah.
And for those who don't know, the Chiva for the Predator is like a ritual to be blooded. It's basically to show that you're a man worthy of hunting.
Which, if that's the case of what this movie is going to be like, that just means that AVP, they did it the cheat way, essentially, by having a special little temple for this.
Well, I mean, that's what they use. I mean, everyone has their own hunting methods.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's getting thrown onto a planet and being actively hunted down by your own kind versus temple.
Well, I mean...
ready-made xenomorphs.
Well, I mean, with I mean, you could say kind of the same with the elite predators. They're thrown into a literal petri dish, and aliens start jumping them.
They jump in me.
They jump in me.
They got me by the fever.
But there's also like what was it? I mean, that was Farrell's thing. Literally drop. But also, this is like the time when the predators are possibly more well known compared to the other timelines where like, who the fuck is that? Now they're like, oh god, it's the predator.
It's like, oh god, I might die.
I might die, but this assault rifle might kill him. It's literally
Unless
a
he's
50-50.
got armor that's better than this.
Which, by the
Oh
way,
my god.
I love when Yautjas have full body armor. I hate the half armor shit. That's my personal opinion. I will die on this hill alone. But I will say, if a boy is not armored up, then he's gonna die.
Oh yeah, I do like the full armor look as well. I just think there's ways of doing it where it doesn't look too clunky
Yeah.
at the same
Mhm.
time, where it's like, these are very active hunters.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make clunky armor, because then it doesn't make sense. You
Mhm.
just can't.
Just kidding.
I
Just
I like
can't. It doesn't make sense.
I like both. I will say I like the original stripper look, but having armor would be very beneficial and like way more realistic. Anyways,
Yeah, continuing on with the video, Allie Fanning comes into the fray saying, "You cannot be killed." And,
Yeah, and then
what
we
he,
get
what she
big
means
old
by
thing.
that is that there's this fucking kaiju. I didn't think it was real, but no, they're like, yeah, we're actually introducing a kaiju this predator has to face down. And this is when we get the full face reveal of this predator. And I must say, I love it. He's my son. I adopt him.
I have
you
so much to say about this.
adopted.
I have so much to say about this.
Okay, go on. Go off.
This-
Go off. Go off.
I
Go off, Queen.
ooh.
Go off.
Where does one start? Okay,
Pick one.
it's
The severed leg in the frame.
yeah, the severed leg that's just in the frame. That's
Wait,
really
what?
well
There's
done.
a severed leg?
Yeah,
Hang on, wait.
right on it.
Where is it?
There's a severed leg, the outshot with Deck being in the back, right? And it's just like in the foreground. There's
two
a severed
legs.
leg.
Actually, there's two of them.
Oh my god,
There's
I
one
see.
to the right and one to the left.
Bro's just chopping people's kneecaps. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Either this kaiju did it or he did it.
Oh, he
Bit of
100%
both.
did it.
Bit of both.
This crash did it, but I'm gonna let you speak, Zeno.
Ooh. Okay. So, CGI and practical effects.
Mm.
I love it. It's amazing. Okay.
Don't pass out on me,
Yeah.
because I've had
No.
someone do that before.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna pass out. I'm buffering. I'm trying to think
Oh,
of how to
crap.
properly say
Oh.
stuff. I'm gonna start off with the armor, because now that we have a closer up look with it,
Yeah.
I love how for the leather patches that's kind of on our left, his right shoulder, and then down on the one side of his body.
Yeah.
There are symbols on that.
How do you see that with your eagle eyes?
I've got a really great monitor that's on 1080 HD.
Same.
I've got predator vision
Oh
on this
my god,
shit.
I can't even see that.
No, it's I could draw out the symbols that are on here. That's how well I can see them, as well as
Don't tell me you translated them.
I can't translate that shit. No.
I don't know. I don't know you. I thought you were gonna pull out some wild shit like I translated it. I'm like, what? The language
No,
isn't
it
even official
doesn't-
yet.
Yeah, it's not like we only have the basic couple lines per letter language that we know of. This is not that. I know for a fact this is not that.
Oh yeah.
So this is
Oops, sorry.
so these are either special symbols that like have their own specific meaning for something, or it's just a more in-depth version of a written language, or it's just fancy design. Who knows?
Well, we do now have confirmation that the same person who worked on the Klingon and the not V language.
How fucking old is this guy?
Oh,
Jeez.
the same
been
person
around.
who worked on those fictional languages are gonna work with the Yautja language. So there might be a written form of it that an like legit alphabets that we'll see now. But honestly, I don't think. Like I'm looking at them, they don't look like the ones we know. But then again, depending on how like a species evolves to form written language, they usually use the things like around them, right? That's why when we have different languages, there are some that look really wonky, but
Yeah.
the way it was developed was, using tools from like back then.
Do I hear
This
chickens?
could, yeah, we have boils in the backyard.
This could be the Yautja developing their own cursive.
This could probably an old form of written Yautja language, and if so, that'd be so interesting to look into.
Oh yeah, it'd be amazing. But also, you can tell. So if you go back to the foreground shot of our boy deck before the thing like comes out the woods, if you kind of look to the right, that's a Wayland truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see part of that W there.
Ah, there he is. Fucking Disney.
Fucking Disney.
Fucking Disney, right there.
Disney.
Look
But
at him.
also, I want to say that first shot, I'm going to say it's mostly practical.
Well, yeah.
Just with the way things are laid out, that's mostly practical there. Except, of course, the monster.
Yeah.
Of
Where did they
course
get
the
that?
Where'd they get that? But
That's a huge ass
I-
puppet.
It's a cute
big ass
dress.
puppet. Nah, they
got
use Lord of the
on
Rings type of perspective.
Oh my god.
It's really small.
I
But
really hope.
it's actually a cat.
Oh my god.
It's someone's
Oh,
cat.
that'd be so funny. I do. Okay, so if the truck is practical, I really hope they use it for promotions. Like, remember when Tomorrow War came out and like they had
Oh,
the
yeah.
white spike in the truck going around? Imagine we get like sightings of like the Wayland Yutani trucks just driving around.
I'm gonna
like,
be so paranoid.
You'd be
I was
so
like,
paranoid.
what?
Oh my god, it's real!
It's like, oh no, it's happening. They're hitting the mining towns first. Shit.
They're going for the locals.
They're going for the miners.
Moving on.
His
I want to
face.
talk about Deck because look at this expression. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god, it's beautiful. You can see him. Like he's thinking about it. He's like, "Oh my god, this is it. This is the thing I'm hunting for. Bring it on, bitch." And he's
This
just
is
like,
why. Oh, continue.
I'm it's like
I'm freaking out.
he's just like, oh my god, it goes like from his eyes, his head shaking, the spit coming out of his mouth while he's doing this. It's beautiful, beautifully done. Love what the suit actor's doing as well as the prosthetics and the CGI. This is what is meant to be cinematic magic right here.
Yeah, because I want to say that with the way this costume is, I guess, the shoulders down, I want to say that's the person in the suit. Shoulders down, that's person in the suit with some minor CG, like, tweaks for muscle effect. But that entire neck up, I'm going to say that is all CG.
Really?
I'm gonna say that's all like a comp out, where they probably had the mask and everything there for size and shadow work of how the light hits everything, and they probably went back in and have a whole 3D modeled head, because if you slow down the playback to it and look at his neck, you can't get minute small movement muscles like that you can't do that practically.
I mean, yeah, no,
It
definitely.
is impossible.
But I think
But if you look at the like shoulders from the cutoff of his shoulders and whatnot, the skin doesn't move that fluidly. It moves like how the suits nowadays would kind of move. There's not as much muscle movement, but from the neck up, all these very small, minute, you can see how every wrinkle
it
is
just tenses
affected.
up. It looks
Yeah.
like actual
You
muscle.
can feel the buildup of him roaring.
I've got to say, I'm loving the
It's
suit actor's
amazing.
work so far.
Also, I do want to point out he has a little chip tooth.
Yeah,
Like
he-
a little.
I know, he's got a chipped tusk.
He's a little crack tusk. My boy.
Oh, he's so adorable.
He's a little tomboy. He broke his tooth.
Which, I think that entire mandible's broken, actually.
Yeah, like the lower.
It's crooked. It's crooked.
Left.
Well,
Yeah.
That
hang on, let's see here.
it's crooked compared to the other one.
Ooh.
In the resting
Wait,
position.
is that a deformed mandible?
Or broken and healed in a certain way.
What if it's a deformed mandible?
I'm gonna say someone punched him.
Someone knocked his shit.
Well, you have to assume those mandibles are very fragile.
Oh yeah.
In like certain spots.
I'm sorry, if they can be ripped off, like similar to a carrot, judging from ferals. Yeah. I don't understand
Plus,
why
because-
other protagonists haven't done that before. Now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you're fighting something, you really don't want your hands near the mouth. Don't, like, from personal experience.
And then we look at Naru like, I'm gonna touch it.
I also just love the subtle eye movements.
Yeah.
Right?
Like before he even squints or anything. It's just you can hardly notice it, but it's just the subtlety of glancing around at what he's looking at before he squints like, yeah, I'm gonna challenge this thing.
But that's not
It's
even
like,
the... Oh, sorry.
I could win.
Yeah, I could win.
I could win.
I think
I could do this.
the closest we've gotten to this Yautja's capability in combat is actually near the end, after the title card. Beautiful, by the way. Love it.
Beautiful.
Where he's fighting vine-like snakes or something. Like, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Look, he's just chopping away. It's like he's facing a hydra at this point.
Oh, yeah.
It's the jungle version of a hydra.
I love it.
Which, again, a lot of people probably hate this design, especially the dreadlocks. But it's grown on me, actually. Like, it grew on me fast.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I think more or less first seeing his face was a surprise more than anything.
Well, yeah,
I think that's what it was for me. It's like, okay, that's different.
But here's the thing, though. People should not be upset because guess what? It's the original Yautja's design.
Yeah. When the people said it's the original one, they were probably thinking the movie release original.
Oh my god, people just need to let that go. I'm sorry.
They were thinking movie release original, not like concept art original.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but if you guys are upset at this design and you want the original
Shame
design,
on you.
You want the original design, you're never getting it. It's never coming back. You need to grow out of
never
that. Look at me. We're both adults here. That movie
You got
was
close
from
enough with the mandibles.
It was 1987. It's never coming back.
I do.
The fashion may be coming back, but that movie ain't coming back.
No, never. Because guess what? We got some new shit, and it's good. Love it. God damn it.
They got actual fucking teeth now.
Yeah.
Like he's got some. Those can rip and tear.
Hopefully see it in action, actually. I'm sorry. If we have
he's got more symbols on him.
Oh my goodness.
Below, right below the broken mandible, I'm just gonna call it. There's symbols on the little golden bar things.
Look at him like have tattoos. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was tattoos. Never mind. Anyways.
That's
why I gotta say.
I love the muscle movement. I'm in love. I keep rewatching the scene, and I'm like, I love muscle movement. They're just my favorite thing to
look at. I honestly
pay attention to detail.
was not okay. So I was thinking that they weren't even gonna show like the main protagonist like face until maybe the final trailer. The fact that we actually get to see what they've been working on feels like a treat, and the way that the internet is responding kind of feels like we're dealing with brats. I'm sorry.
No, here's the thing. The Yautja Predator community has been starved. We have been waiting for movies to come out back to back like this. And y'all are acting so spoiled, like y'all have been being fed by this. Bullshit. I'm sorry. We have been waiting for this. It's time to be grateful, okay? Because when's the next time we're going to have something close to this amazement? Especially coming from a passionate and amazing director like Dan Trachtenberg, who is giving us exactly what we want, and y'all are acting like this is some bullshit. I'm like, fuck you. I'm sorry. Fuck you. That's a bullshit.
This is the
Fuck
most
all.
expressive Yautja we've seen in media yet.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how expressive they'll be in the animated series.
Oh,
And
they
then
better be
this?
expressive.
He is the main character, not Elle Fanning's character. Deck is. He is going to be the poster child. Literally, like you said, we already have
He is the poster child.
For
have-
the longest time, the Jungle Hunter has been the poster child. It's Deck's turn.
Yeah.
It's his turn
But like,
now.
Jungle was framed as the antagonist. Deck is
The
now, yeah, which we have been begging and waiting for so many years. We almost had it with Fugitive. But
Oh God. Oh
they took
There
out
was
my
so
foot.
much potential in that movie, and they wasted
yeah.
it.
30
They
minutes in,
wasted it.
dead.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm real
So
upset about that.
potential.
But now this could be our chance to have the best Predator movie since Prey came out. And
Well,
if
hey, well,
I
I think that's a stretch. Calling Prey the
Yeah,
best Predator movie.
it's not the
Wait.
best, but it might top some of the other ones. However, I will say I am very worried
Why?
about how they turn. We've been seeing lately that when it comes to people viewing newer movies, that critics will say how bad the movie is, while the audience score is doing very well. And the way that trailers will be presented will put off certain people from seeing the movie. We saw with TF1 the way they made the movie look so goofy in the trailers, but it was like a very serious movie.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna and like that. We're not getting a sequel to that movie because of the low
What?
sales. Yeah,
That's insane.
because not many people showed up because they thought it was a straight up kids movie. I am hoping though with this new trailer, people will actually go to their local theaters or stream it, whatever, and just make sure we get another movie like this. Right? I don't want to have to go to a theater and see only me and my family, or maybe two other people in the movie theater on like opening weekend.
Well, hey, okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off with that one, but like,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
done.
It also comes down to marketing, too.
That's
like
true.
with yours TF1. Bless you.
Bless you.
That was you?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was Queen. Anyways, when it came to TF1, the marketing definitely gave off it being a kids film. And not to mention that it was just a huge culture shift of a different voice for one, Optimus Prime, and two, Megatron. So when you see those characters' voices acting those characters, it's like it sometimes doesn't fit. But when you get in there long enough, you're like you start to appreciate it. But when it comes to this film, I could totally understand where marketing is definitely key. With this one, if you can get past all that like brattiness with the fandom, which I'm very surprised about, which is weird, might I add.
Yeah, the fandom seems split 50-50 on liking the way that
No,
he is
I'm
and
sorry.
then making fun of him.
Here's the thing. A lot of people say that it's 50-50. It's like more 70-20 with like the louder group being, for some reason, having more traction.
Do you mean 70-30?
I'm bad at math, okay? What the fuck you want from me?
You're missing.
Hey, I found it.
What?
I know exactly what that roar scene reminds me of, and I put it in the chat.
Oh, let's take a look.
It reminds me exactly of the buildup of Davy Jones's like screaming
Oh my
after
God.
Calypso.
You're right.
The buildup of how the tentacles move and how just his face moves in general. It's near the end of this clip though. If you just see the despair in his face slowly turning into like a rage, you see the buildup before the scream. That's exactly what the roar of Deck reminds me of. It's just the same build-up, a very similar type of animating for the CGI as well, I'd say. That's probably why people think it's weird. Because we're used to the quick-made CGI nowadays, such that
Oh God,
Marvel does nowadays.
I will never forgive them what they did in Love and Thunder.
No. But, like, I think it's because it's actually well done CGI. It's almost uncanny with how well done it is. I'm gonna say it.
It's very much Avatar.
Because there's so much attention to detail, and it when I first saw this, it brought me back to Pirates of the Caribbean with how Davy Jones was animated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, now it bothered me all day. Like, there's a scene that reminds me, if you put them side by side to one another, almost the exact same with the build-up before the, I guess, climax of the scene. It is the same. I'm not gonna take no for an answer on that. It's the same.
God, we are really game fed.
Oh my God!
I'm a nerd.
Hang on, wait. Someone pointed this out. Hang on, I found this on Twitter. The creature that we might be seeing in the film might be the Grotte from AVP2, one of the creatures you can hunt in AVP2 Primal Hunt.
That'd be amazing.
See, if they do something like that where they add certain alien creatures from Predator media, love that. That shows homework. Listen up, other films. You gotta show some homework. If you show homework, you get extra credit. Extra credit, you get money. You get butts and seats.
The only thing about this giant cat thing I'm kind of terrified of is, if you look at its legs and whatnot, I mean, the claws in general that you see, scary, but it looks to be full body quilled. Now, if we go into how evolution works with animals, very few reasons as to why something needs quills that are possibly sharp. And that's a defense mechanism. What is this thing defending itself from?
The planet.
That could be it, but what if there's a bigger creature than this thing?
Oh my God.
Imagine if
Bigger.
That's not even the kaiju creature.
Imagine if that's the baby.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Imagine if that's the baby.
They just walk up to him and was like, that thing's not full grown yet, right?
Well, neither am I.
Excuse me? He's like, yeah, neither am I. Give it a couple hundred years. A couple hundred years.
Yeah, I mean,
like, if we think about it, this Yautja protagonist is probably around our age, or at least my age, because I'm 22.
Definitely
so in that
early
Yautja
20s.
years,
Yautja
years, he's probably like 22, 25, something.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
The chanting in the trailer. Do you hear the chanting in the background?
Okay,
Yes,
so people
someone
are
said
confused
it's
about
chanting.
that. People are confused about that, and I'm just here to clear it up right now. One, I love the fact that they used Mongolian, like they used a Mongolian band for this trailer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm pretty sure 100% it was Wolf Totem.
Yeah,
It sounds like it.
It definitely is.
That is a crazy
That's it.
mixture. It's a crazy mixture because, like, never in a million years would I think, what would really go well with a Predator, like, as a theme song? The Mongolian, like, band Wolf Totem.
Then
Wolf
throat
Totem is
Oh, yeah.
awesome. I love their music.
Love them, too. I was listening to it on the way home. I was listening to the one with Wolf Totem and Papa Roach when they collabed.
Oh yeah,
Papa Roach.
Papa Roach.
Roach.
And so, yeah, it's just the Mongolian band for the song.
Yeah.
It's not anyone else chanting. A lot of people are like saying, "Oh my gosh, the Yautja's
It's
chanting."
the fandom chanting.
Yeah, it's the millions of the
it's
phantom.
the fandom chanting.
It's the fandoms crying, saying, "Yes,
Hell yeah, brother.
finally!"
If we do
Ew,
get,
yeah.
if we are shown Yautja Prime and we do get like some form of music, I will die happily.
I just want to know what their language sounds like.
I will say something I couldn't think I could say like at the moment. But the scene of where Deck is fighting that one Yautja,
Mm-hmm.
like in that cave, it doesn't feel like it was like him being not just being hunted out. It kind of feels like it was set up. It
Oh yeah.
It felt like sparring.
not like yeah, not just like sparring, but like this seems like it is a gladiatorial pit situation. Maybe that scene is the first scene we'll get of probably why he failed in his Shiva.
Maybe.
I'm trying not to die. Hold on. I am really curious about if this takes place on just one planet. Maybe this is a predator situation where this planet is designated as a hunting Shiva area.
A hunting ground, yes.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, my tablet's at 11%.
Oh no.
Oh
I
my
am-
god! I got something.
What?
Azul, fast fucking worker, goddamn, just posted a new image regarding Predator Badlands, and I'm gonna share it with you guys right here. God damn, look at that spine.
Oh, spine.
Oh my lordy.
How's she know? How's she know? How's she know that mask look like that? Huh? She on
Probably.
set. She's on set. 100%
She
on
got-
set.
She got a better monitor than I do.
Yeah.
She 100% on
Oh.
set. Look at that.
That was fucking quick, I will say.
Yeah, well, hang on. It's not as detailed.
Now the skull goes to 6. Damn.
Here's the thing too. It's not as detailed as other art she did. I think this is like a speed one, but god damn, it's still good. Anyways, I am gonna end it here. Goodbye, y'all. Thank you for watching this train wreck of a video. But it was one that you couldn't look away from and enjoy. So
You got to see each and every one of us have
tis
a moment of not being able to speak over a trailer.
2 hours on what? A 2-minute trailer?
not even.
Not even.
Not even a 2.
It's like 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Wow.
We got a lot to say.
That 11 seconds is the time card saying, in a world. That's the 11 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna close it.